Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum is hovering a little bit sideways. Yeah, it can't really move a lot. That probably has to do with Bitcoin, which is still not really above the 23,500. So it's hovering just below resistance. Same with Ethereum, tries to get above the $1,700 level. That would be the next key level. We need to go above, and we need to get above to continue with the bullish uptrend that we have here on the chart. Bear in mind, Ethereum has fulfilled all the requirements for a complete impulse. So that means here the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 could technically be complete here in blue. That means if this is the case, we are not going to see a higher high here, and we're going to come down now in this green area. This will become my primary expectation should we make a lower low. So should we go below 1560, yeah, this low. If we take that out to the downside, I think then it is very likely that this wave 5 is complete, because you can see, we can count 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we would have the first impulse complete, because technically Ethereum has done that. Technically it's done. Technically that 5 wave move is complete. But as I said before, my primary expectation is actually that we have not yet finished the wave 5, that this was only a wave 1 of the wave 5. The reason for that is, which means there will be 4 more waves to come. The reason is that this wave here is a little bit too weak, yeah, for me to be a wave 5. No, it's technically okay, it doesn't violate any rules to see it as a wave 5. But for me, it's just a little bit too weak. Yeah, it's a little bit too weak. I would have to have seen a little bit higher levels. But again, technically, it's a 5 wave move. It's higher than the wave 3, all complete. So basically what that would mean, if that wave 5 is here complete, then it would mean that all these waves here form one impulse, which means we're looking here at a larger degree wave 1, and we're now coming down here in a larger wave 2 correction. So if this is the case, I had a few questions today. In which range would we pull back? Should we have completed now this 5 wave move, and we'll probably come down in a 3 wave move ABC or WXY, in which we would then enter that green area. Now let's take a look if that area is actually still the main area. So we're looking here at an area between the 38.2% fib level. That's sort of my first main area in which I would expect Ethereum to land, 1438. Then we've got the 50% fib level. That will be a very important support level at 1332. And then we've got here 1230. That's the 61.8% fib level. But bear in mind, we might not get there, because above that we've got the 1280 level, and 1280 will be a very important support. That's this wave high and this wave high. Going below that, possible in a wave 2, absolutely, because we see this as a wave 1, we see this as a wave 2. Technically, just talking about what is technically possible, the wave 2 could go as low as $880 without invalidating this impulse. So technically a wave 2 can extend down quite a lot. However, at certain price levels it will just get very unrealistic that it is still a wave 2. It could then just be something different, something more bearish that we can't see yet. However, at the moment, I would primarily see this here as the impulse and this as the correction. And if we come down in this ABC, this should be the area with the highest likelihood where we would find support. And I will also accumulate again in this area. I'm already starting to take profits for Ethereum. I'm not selling all my ETH yet, but I'm starting to take profits of this first wave. Because we need to understand that there is a chance that this 5 wave move is already complete. Primarily, I still think we go higher. And that is why I take more profits as we go higher. Yeah? And I'm happy if not all profits are taken and we go down earlier, and then I will buy back again here. Yeah, but I want to take some profits at the end of this wave 1. Okay. So this is sort of the scenario where we would expect a stronger retracement and then a reversal in here. That is not my primary expectation. The primary expectation would be that we haven't finished wave 5 yet, that this here was only a wave 1, We then came down in a wave 2. We reversed in my reversal area here, and I go to the 1 hour chart again. We reversed in the, basically in this reversal area there, and that would have been a wave 2 as indicated, and as mentioned before, and we should now be ideally in this third wave to the upside, okay, in white, third wave in white. Target for that I mentioned before. First target was I think around 1980, second target at 2260. Now how can we understand currently those subwaves? At the moment we can count this as a small impulse here. So again, this is micro counting again. Bear in mind that these often get invalidated. This is a lot of the daily noise basically can invalidate, just the pure volatility in the market can invalidate a lot of these waves. But at the moment we can see this as a 1, this here as a 2, and then we would see this, basically as an ABC here within the wave 2. And at the moment I would have to see this here as another wave 1 of the lower degree and the wave 2. So basically, if we then in the next move break above the 1680 level, well, then we have to go above 1700. So 1700 is actually the key level here. Then we can move higher to that wave 1 high first at 1780, and then that 1980 level for the wave 3 in white. Let me just double check if I'm telling you something correct. If 1980, out of memory, I think that was the correct level. 1980 here. The 1-to-1 ratio. That is the first target for the wave 3. And that's currently where we are with Ethereum. So my strategy at the moment of the ETH that I accumulated here, a couple of my buy orders were filled here. There, of these, I take profits, start to take profits, because we are getting towards the end of this wave. Of course, I assume we can even go higher. So I've got some more sell orders placed higher. And then I would assume that we would get this larger correction to the downside. Now, one more way to play this is just to set a higher stop loss. And if that gets triggered, it gets executed. That's another story or possibility. And another possibility is just to use this trend line here, which you can use as well. Let me take the lines out. But we've got an ascending trend line here that we're currently adhering to, and we just pulled back to. So let me see if we need to move that slightly. Maybe if we go to the daily chart. Sometimes on the daily you have to move, in different time frames, trend lines have a different, sometimes a different angle. As you can see here on the daily, I would move it to the candle bodies probably here. But it's not that accurate because it's the daily and have less detail. But if we break below this trend line, that could already also be a strong indication that we are going down, okay? So be aware that we are now, in my opinion, it's just my view, you can have a different view. For me, this is not buy time anymore at the moment. This is for me at the moment starting to take profits of this first wave up, because we're getting sort of towards the end. But even if we extend higher, I would. It all has to do with risk management. Just to start to understand that we could at any moment here now start to roll over, and there are various strategies how this can be played. But in terms of risk management, some of you might want to think about taking profits. That's entirely up to you. If you have a really long-term hold portfolio, then this is of course still a good time to buy it. Or again, it all depends on your strategy. I get so many questions. Is it too late to buy? Is it good to buy now? Zoom out and you will see it's an amazing time to buy. But if you're interested to take some shorter term profits, you might want to, again, it depends on when you bought in, So I can't answer these questions in the comments, unfortunately. I can only tell you what I'm doing. All right. And that's currently my view here about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.